So here's a self-employed mobile painter, and he does detailing. He has contracts with high-end cars all around the Bay Area. And we were just talking a little while ago about becoming self-employed. He became back in 97, I think it was, he said. And I asked him straight up, I go, so what's the difference between being self-employed and being a painter and working for someone else about your income? He goes, I'd never go working back for a shop again. And then he laughed. And because I come from I'm fourth, my son's gonna be fifth, but of mechanics, automotive, body, and mechanical, my whole family's had. The first thing out of his mouth as he laughed when we talked about body shops was, oh man, I just can't deal with the lack of mental capacity and technical knowledge they just don't have. He couldn't deal with working in shops, and I really understand what he's talking about. And this is only for somebody who can't stand working in body shops as an employee, coming from a technical background. And my dad told me this, and even when I worked with my uncle who owned a body shop, and my grandfather and their brothers and stuff like that all owned body shops and mechanical shops. And my dad said, if you work for a body shop, which I did for a little while, you will discover where the missing link between Neanderthal and human came from. He says you'll probably won't be able to put up with them for too long because you already know better, but just keep your mouth shut and do whatever you want to do and learn there for a while and run the shop and get the hell out of Dodge when you get your chance. You've learned what you learned, and once you get out of there, you'll never want to return. And boy, is he so right. No offense to you guys who are body shop owners who are watching this dude, but when it comes to the technical competence and more into the electrical and the drivability and all the stuff that gets screwed up in a body shop by just their procedures of trying to repair that ruin things, all you got to do is just hang your head down low and cry and turn away, and you don't know if to laugh or cry. All right, guys, this guy's great. I love it. I'm looking at his work that he's doing, and you could tell somebody he definitely belongs self-employed and not working in a shop. And if you get stuck in a place too long and put your head down and work, you become brain dead and you only think thinking of one thing and you can never move on. You got to heighten your self-learning and bring yourself to the next level, guys. You can do it. I work amongst all these other mobile guys who are just would never ever go back and work for anybody again. It's just night and day difference in your living. And he's like, if I worked for somebody, I wouldn't be able to afford to buy a house here. Now I have a few. The difference between working for myself or working for somebody else, and life is easy and no stress. And yeah, all I gotta say is for the ones who say working in, if you're not technically competent in a technical business, yeah, you're gonna say it's hard. And that's usually managers and service writers and owners who are never technically competent. They say, oh, but there's this and there's this reason and this guy can't do this and I can't do. They have all these excuses they make up for why their guys can't go on their own business. And I've watched so many guys jump into business and do good. And guys who failed. We won't deny. There's guys, you need to run a little learning skills, math skills, record keeping, tax keeping, and being organized if you're going to run a big shop. But once you jump that hurdle, if you're a technical guy, you can do the office stuff. But office guys who've never held a wrench or were never good at it in the first place, they can't go the other way. They don't want to either. And that's the reason why they have a hard time. And all these other guys who are really good don't have a hard time. All right, now it's just a little rant about always seeing somebody who went on it up for their own and just skyrocketed up and is like, life is so easy. Life is good. Would never, ever, ever go back. Hell no. All right, guys, see ya.